This daf yom Yerushalmi Maseches Sheni article Osman edition where daf Yud Av Amud Aleph 8 lines to the top, tiny by Bibi, and that is on Zion or base in the Vilna 6 lines from the bottom. So tiny by Bibi, V'nosata, it says here in the Gemara Es HaKesef, the Rasuya, the Rafulda, the Yerushalmi changed the Sata Bakesef, Paskin Dvarim Yud Dal Chafei, and then it says Kimchak Mincha Makom. If you're at a distance, the Sata Bakesef, you can redeem Ma'aser Sheni with money. So, but Richuk Makom Ata Podeu, right here, when you're Rachok, Vakir Makom Ata Podeu. If you're close, you can't redeem it. That's why that you can't redeem. Like Rabbi Chaga, we learned from the name Rabbi Chaga, you can't redeem be played most Paris Ma'aser Sheni on money in Yerushalmi, and vice versa. B'nosata Bakesef, you put it in money. B'kir makom ata mechalalo. So this is it's really going on that which it says later. The next pasuk. So you go to Yerushalayim. So B'kir makom ata mechalalo in Yerushalayim, you redeem the Ma'aser Sheni, not outside Yerushalmi. Yerushalmi said, "Nikna hamekach." That which it said in our Mishnah that Yochel connect on. If you made a purchase with Ma'aser Sheni for money of stuff you shouldn't make a purchase. That's about where the Lokech acquired the mekach, such as where they were it was fruit or most so since the fruit of the most masheni was mechula, so therefore you have to eat corresponding to whatever you bought, the value of which we're not supposed to buy, the value of the karkos avodim peimat mea with lushas Ma'aser Sheni b'Yerushalayim. So Rabbi Yosef China said it says here in the Gemara ki poideh. But the Rebbe Malki Tzedek and the Rav Solia and the Yerushalmi changed it to Ki Pera. He says that it's not a kinyan, so what's an afkamina? You only have to pay eat corresponding to what you spent for the most masheni, and not corresponding to the value of what you bought. So according to the first opinion, Rabbi Yosef Shem Shmuel, so Nikna Mak means, let's say you spent most of Ma'aser Sheni and you bought $50 and you got a mitzvah, you got $100 worth of with real estate. So since Nikna Makach, that now becomes as if it's Ma'aser Sheni value, and therefore you have to eat $100 worth of Ma'aser Sheni Yerushalayim. According to Rabbi Chanina said, no, ki pera, no, it's the original, like the original value of the fruit or the money. Which means that if you spend $50, you only have to eat the value of $50 in Shlam, not the value of $100. Rabbi Hila said, "Mimad the yochel connecton." It says, "Ein bevi kine." It says, "Ein bevi kine zavim zikine zavas yochel made Ma'aser Sheni heavy yochel connecton." Right. So it sounds like the kingdom work. They're all by the Mashem Chayva, and similarly, Rabbi Yisrael said Kipera. It sounds like Meiser does not acquire the kingdom is not valid. So that's the case. The kingdom is just chulin. How you yaitz your chiyuv to bring korbanos with them. So from the back it says Yochel Connected Hodam Markichu, means that the transaction is valid. Rabbi Yisrael said Mikei Mutzemashach Yikona Mekach. So he says no. He says no. It's not right. He says once you did mashicha on the kinim from the seller, so the kinim were acquired by mashicha, and then when you give him the most Ma'aser Sheni, the most are not the dmei kinim. There's something else, and it's a mechachtos. He brings down here in Leib Yerushalmi, it's a onoah. But the main thing is that it's not about acquisition on account of the money. The Mashiach is what's kohen the kingdom for you, not the money. So therefore, the fact that you're yoytze with the kingdom doesn't mean nikna mekach. It's not a raya that the eat corresponding to the actual value of the kingdom. No, you still eat according to your actual value of your payra. As it says, whatever else goes. Translates literally, it's another transaction, but I think what it really means is that, that's another cheshbon. Rabbi said, tzorech lachzor lakdisho. Rabbi says, since he might be kohen with the most ma'aser sheni and not with the Mashiach, and he was not kohen, therefore he has to be makdish them again in the Shas HaKrova. And that goes, says the Yerushalmi, according to Rasulio, according to the Bavli and Yuma Daf Mem Aleph and several other places, that Ein HaKinim is Parshas El Obichil's by Masias Kohen. The Kinim accomplish their validity as they relate to the person bringing the korban at the time at the purchase, but here he's saying that would not be effective on the purchase, only at the time the kohen makes it. So therefore, you have to go back and be makdish again through the kohen at the time that you're bringing the korbanos in the Beis Hamikdash. Hajolach Ma'aser Sheni. Next parak. Ma'aser Sheni nitan lachilu shesiya v'lesicha. Ma'aser Sheni is given to eat and to drink and to anoint and to eat. Well, actually, the sign which is there to eat, if it's something which is to anoint, and which is to anoint, presumably it was something to drink, and which is there to drink. Anyway, the way the Yerushalmi explains it is that if you bought food with most ma'aser sheni and the food went bad, since it's not derech to eat bad food, you don't have to eat it. Similarly, something which is normally eat cooked, you should not eat raw. So everything should be done kedarko. Ein mefatmin shemen shel ma'aser sheni. You can't. I skipped. Sorry. Lo yasuk yain b'chametz. The example of sicha shel kedarko, which would not be proper, is to use wine or vinegar in order to anoint yourself. Avosachol shel shemen. You can use oil because that is the derech of sicha. You can't cook the oil of ma'aser sheni with herbs and other types of spices in order that it should absorb those that taste and flavor and that fragrance, because the oil which is absorbed in the fragrances at the time of cooking them is lost, because those fragrances you discard, the seeds or whatever herbs you're using. And looking to make ma'aser sheni shem mefutam. You also can't buy with money ma'aser sheni shem and mefutam. So that is for a different reason. The Rosh, and the Rav say it's because it's not Shabbat Kol Adam. Only very pampered people use it. So it's like not their losuch. But you can make sangria. Right? That is in that case, they drink the wine evidently with the spices, and therefore, since it's spiced wine and that's darko, that's good. If you put into the wine the honey or spices of chulin, and now they enhance the value of that ma'aser sheni, of the wine, the ma'aser sheni. So you divide up the value. So, for example, the wine was worth 2 slime, and vash and tavlin were the seller, and they're mashbiach, and now it's the wine is worth 4 slime. You put the ma'aser sheni now with 2 slime and 2/3. So what's the cheshbon exactly? It was 2 plus 1, and now it's 4. So therefore, right. So that you keep that proportion in redeeming the ma'aser sheni. Okay. Dagim sheni is bashul ima kafluto shel ma'aser sheni. fish, which is cooked with kaflutos, it's a type of onion, and the Meiser Sheni, Bishbichu, and they were Mashbiach. The fish is obviously not Meiser Sheni. So, and also, also you make a ratio, a proportion, as you mentioned. Isa Shal Meiser Sheni, Afia Pas, Bishbicha. If you have a dough of Meiser Sheni, which you baked with chulin wood, and the Isa now it was enhanced in value, so you redeem the Meiser Sheni Shavach L'Sheni, you redeem the Meiser Sheni for its complete new value, a challah, whatever it is, because you don't take into account the Shavach of the 8 Simba Pas. They're not recognizable in the Pas, therefore they're not taken into account. All the Shavach goes to Meiser Sheni. Zakla, that's the principle. Kos Yeshivcha Nikar, Hashvach V'Cheshbon. Anytime you can see the Shvach of Nikar in the finished product, the Shvach is proportional. Anytime the Shvach is not recognizable, all the Shvach goes to the Sheni. Says Gemara, Meiser Sheni Nitan Achila Chule. Okay, that's head up for a Mishnah. Nitan Achila is given over to eating. Shekasaba Achila. It says in the Dvarim Midachov Gimel, Chat Lifnei Hashem Elokecha, Masat V'On Chatzor Shcha B'Tzarecha. Just see, I don't know, it's given over drinking. Shasiya B'Chala Achila, because drinking is included in eating. How we know that? Minay Shasiya B'Chala Achila. Rabbi Yerushalmi Minado. You're going to learn that from here. For Pasuk in Vayikra Yud Gimel Yud Beis. It says, Hakem Ad Meiso Kol Nefesh Kem Lo Yochal Dam. No soul among you should eat blood. Manakam, what do you about it? What does it mean, eat blood? You drink blood. Im B'Dam Shekorash. If it's about blood which congealed, but I didn't learn Dam Shekorash congealed blood, ain't a lo ocha v'lo mashke. Not to be a food nor a beverage, and you're not chayiv on it. And there would be no chorus. About liquid blood, as is, but Torah calls so achila, and the Torah calls it achila. So therefore, it must be that drinking is included in eating. Okay, the Gemara is going to cast aspersions on this, but that already is on Yud Beis, so we'll stop here for today.